speeding up 100 miles on the shoulder. 1050 on the exit, 1050. Can you hear me? 11 highway, the vehicle's wrapped around a tree. I can't get to her, the engine's on fire from below. Get fireboard here.
The following footage is presented for documentary and educational purposes. It may contain intense scenes and graphic language. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Viewer discretion is advised. Just after noon on December 31st, 2022, 911 dispatch in Cecil County, Maryland, received several 911 calls reporting a white van operating erratically northbound on Interstate 95. Maryland State Police Trooper Curtis Manuel, while on patrol in his unmarked patrol vehicle, observed the suspect's vehicle driving on the right-hand shoulder of the highway. The suspect is later identified as 26-year-old Julie Clark of Tenafly, New Jersey. As Trooper Manuel initiated a transition to the left shoulder, the operator of the suspect vehicle abruptly accelerated, reaching speeds in excess of 80 miles per hour while continuing to travel on the right-hand shoulder and failing to yield to the officer's emergency lights and sirens. What should have been a standard enforcement stop would escalate into a high-speed pursuit reaching speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour and end in unforgettable tragedy.
She's all over the place. She's not stopping. She's speeding up 100 miles on the shoulder. Switch to lane 1, 84 miles an hour.
At the mother's been from your car. She was a little bit upset. Father won't let her know where he's taking her kids. She can have me do a license card.
1114. If you just want to exit to the northbound, we're passing that right now. 11 highway. She's just jerking the wheel all over the place. We're at 60 miles an hour in lane 3.
Which is why
Good sewer vehicle waivers, speaking
North at the 970.9.
Road owner, going to G 904, Maryland 52234. Good.
She's valid, negative for 1.
She's veering back and forth. She doesn't 1050, I'll be surprised.
1050 is a police 10 code, meaning a motor vehicle accident or crash.
Yep, 10, head left.
Good.
1055. We'll wait on Odyssey. Correction quarter.
1055 is another 10 code, indicating an intoxicated driver.
She's in and out of traffic.
getting the highway, you need to get updated. That's the 99.
I'll get it. We're directing going 95 now. The highway north on the flip.
She's at approximately 110.
It's at this moment that Trooper Manuel and the suspect reach the top speed of their pursuit. An astonishing 125 miles per hour, nearly double the posted speed limit of 65, as the suspect continues to show a total disregard for the safety of herself, the trooper, and other motorists.
You guys behind it now?
We're about a mile behind them.
South, 1050, 1050 on the exit, 1050.
1050 on the exit ramp.
Vehicle's on fire, start fireboard.
Got it.
We now change to Trooper Manuel's bodycam footage. Viewer discretion is advised.
Exit ramp.
Vehicle's on fire, start fireboard.
Got it.
Can you hear me?
Northeast, I believe they're the ramp from northbound to southbound 279. We'll be able to in a minute.
11 highway, the vehicle's wrapped around a tree. I can't get to her. The engine's on fire from below. Get fireboard here.
10-1, go with them up.
You got fire extinguisher? You got fire extinguisher?
Fireboard notified.
Open now, guys.
Northeast is right behind us.
Yeah, what was your message?
I'm down.
She's in the car. I can't get to her.
Highway down to 11, got 540 messing around.
10-4, fire extinguisher's been deployed.
This is where available body cam footage ends. Paramedics arrived 8 minutes after the crash and pronounced the suspect operating the vehicle, Julie Clark, dead at the scene. A standard autopsy did not detect drugs or alcohol. Additional toxicology testing requested by the Attorney General's Office's Independent Investigations Division, or IID, found THC in her bloodstream. But the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner could not determine if she was impaired at the time of the crash. The IID also investigated Trooper Manuel for his decision to continue the chase, but ultimately did not press charges as they determined that he, quote, largely complied with, end quote, the agency's vehicle pursuit policy. According to the Maryland State Police Operations Directive for Vehicle Pursuits, troopers are allowed to disregard certain traffic laws while in pursuit of a suspect. However, they must still follow a set of guidelines when determining whether or not to continue a pursuit. Troopers must constantly reassess the situation and take into consideration both the level of the offense and the level of risk. In this case, the suspect was driving at speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour, which in the state of Maryland is a misdemeanor traffic violation, not a felony. The level of the offense could still be elevated if the driver's conduct creates an imminent threat of serious injury or death, but only if that conduct was present before the pursuit was initiated and not as a result of the driver attempting to elude the police. Due to the reckless driving of the suspect reported before the pursuit began, the speeds involved, the traffic volume, and the foggy roadway conditions, this was considered a high-risk situation. Whether or not the pursuit was justified depends entirely on if the level of the offense was considered elevated due to the suspect's reckless driving, creating an imminent threat to herself and other motorists. Ultimately, this case underscores the high-stakes reality of highway patrol. For Trooper Manuel, the duty to protect the public from a reckless driver meant making a split-second decision under extreme pressure, a choice that law enforcement officers face every day. For Julie, a series of tragic decisions in a moment of crisis led to a loss of life that no policy or directive can ever truly account for. While we analyze the speeds in the statutes, we must also acknowledge the human cost. This incident leaves us with difficult questions about the balance between public safety and the risks of high-speed pursuits. What are your thoughts on how these situations should be handled? Was this pursuit justified? Let us know what you think, respectfully, in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed and stay critical.